Yeah, like I found out recently one of my aunt-in-laws is a huge Mickey Mouse person.
They're out there, man.
Yeah. And you know, I get it. Like Mickey Mouse and Disney, especially. We're going into a thing here for a second. So Disney,
Go on.
Walt Disney revolutionized a handful of industries. Specifically, it's like when he first started, he was creating short films that were in black and white with no audio that would be shown in local theaters.
Right, before the feature, right?
Yeah. And like some of the things that were big, I mean, he did it. But point of it is, Mickey Mouse was the face and the main character in a lot of these initial things. So if you're actually around the first time you saw a color cartoon, and it's Mickey Mouse, like, and you're 8 or you're 10, even if you're 30, that's like, and
Carry
your kids,
weight.
it's like, that's a notable moment. Same thing with like first time the cartoon shows up on your TV or first the theme parks when they first got invented. I mean, it's just totally different layer. Anyways, so her aunt, my wife's aunt, is just, I had no idea. And then all of a sudden it was like giant, but like collects Mickey Mouse things like I collect card games.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it's kind of like we would feel about Pokemon in many ways. It was just that formative thing that was like, whoa, this is different and notable.
And and merchandising was a big deal. That it was one of the early, like, put Mickey Mouse on a binder. And like, that's not a thing that was happening, you know?
Is Mickey Mouse the West's Hello Kitty?
I don't know enough about Hello Kitty to say that.
It's apparently the biggest brand in all of Asia. Like by a long shot.
Really? Bigger than Pokemon?
I saw that a while ago. I don't know if that's true at all.
Bigger than Pokemon?
That's why it was so weird. Hold on.
Bigger than Pokemon?
Hold on.
Are you a fan of Pikachu?
Let me plug this into Chat GPT-4. Biggest brands. Biggest, what was it, animated brands?
Brand Game says, I was told there'd be milk and cookies at this party. I'm here to collect.
What was I looking at? Was it animated brands?
I think that you're right.
Biggest, no, it was like Marvel and Disney and fantasy? No.
Pericles. I can't wait to strike down Ariel with Kylo Ren.
Movies.
I doubt Star Wars gets in there, honestly.
Biggest movie, what would it be called?
Biggest IP?
This is top global brands.
I could have
Top
sworn
IPs,
it was,
yeah.
It was
Biggest
Pokemon by a
IPs
mile.
in the world.
In the world, at least. But if you segment it down to Asia, that might be different. I would just expect it to be Pokemon.
Well, but Hello Kitty's got to rock. Okay. Pokemon is, you're right. Number 1, 92 billion. Number 2, Hello Kitty, 80 billion.
Yeah.
Number 3, Winnie the Pooh, 75. Number 4, Mickey Mouse. So yes, it is. Winnie the Pooh is crushing Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Winnie the Pooh's the bomb, dude.
Winnie the Pooh is the bomb. Star Wars under Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh at 65.
Yeah, dude. Star Wars is like a child compared to those IPs.
And then Pan Man.
What?
Is that out of our reach? We have not engaged with that at all.
Pan Man.
Let's look that up.
Wow.
And then Disney Princess way down at 45. Mario at 36.
Way down.
Yeah.
Look at Mario go, though. He's just running, man. You know what? Mario and Mickey have a really similar energy to me. It's like little guy trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know? Just like trying to do good.
Impermanence is a Japanese children's superhero picture book series. Wow.
You say that again?
Japanese children's superhero picture book series running from 1973 until 2013.
Tell me this. Why is Japan so good at this stuff?
Japan's good at everything.
Like, they make the best cars. Or at least they did. I don't know if that's still true, but I think
Still
so.
true. My Toyota, 2003 Toyota Tacoma is still running at 230,000 miles.
Dude, my 2002 Toyota Camry is cruising, man. Cruising.
Toyota bros.
But then, you know, even Star Wars is heavily inspired by Japanese films.
Yeah, well, honestly, there's a culture of Kaizen, man. I mean, just constant improvement and perfection.
Yeah, so true.
Like the Japanese are crushing the bourbon game now, too, the whiskey game.
Yeah, it's just not fair. I got to go to Japan. You know,
Jonathan's been to Japan.
Fab is releasing in Japan soon.
Ooh,
It has already happened.
I thought it...
Xenotrauma went to a tournament.
Yes. It's there, but it's not... I don't think it's printed in Japanese yet.
Okay, cool.
But soon, it is actually being printed in Japanese. So.
They're localizing it. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Ashes away, huh? What's up, Robin? Jeremy Mario's coming up in the world. It's going to be huge someday. Totally Random says Japan does everything better than we do.
They
Well,
really do.
that's what I'm saying.
But there's a Mario film coming out soon. What's that?
You know, also one of the cool things that this whole Mana no Aware thing that was in L5R, right? Inspired by this Japanese concept of impermanence.
This too shall pass.
You know, and I've studied Zen a lot and those kinds of things. But in the culture, I was looking up, so I was really interested in Shosugiban for the house, which is charred wood.
I like that
Which
material.
originated in Japan as far as I'm sure setting wood on fire is not, that probably has happened a lot, but anyway, it was a normal material there.
As a scientific choice,
yeah.
maybe not. I mean, wood's been burning since the
Yeah, totally. But
beginning of time, my dude. Well,
who created Shosugiban? God. Lightning
Amen.
strikes. So all that to say, what I found out was that the standard approach in Japan is to take this wood and you don't treat it and you don't oil it and you let it turn gray and then you demolish it and you rebuild. And there's the culture that is built out of tsunamis and earthquakes and stuff, that all of these structures and all of this stuff is never even intended to be permanent. So you let it age and then you redo it. And you let it age and you redo it. Cyclical.
There's 3 distinct mentalities here that are where I had not. That is like a revelation for me.
Awesome.
It's really cool because there's one which I think is the modern Western, at least American vibe of like build it efficiently and all about now, and then like eventually it won't be that good anymore.
Yeah, or quickly.
It'll decay.
Yeah.
And or just not be valuable or whatever. And that's where you get like these, whatever. Yeah, alternate, which is like more European to me, in my experience at least, is they still have buildings around from thousands of years ago.
Right.
So there's an interest on my part to like build something that lasts, and like not be American culture of just like, build something that's good right now, not something that's good in 20
Like
or
the
80.
cheap, effective, easy to build, but is not going to last.
Yeah, like so we're
like
working
all
on
of our strip malls and all this.
we're working on
stuff.
3.0, and it would be pretty easy to build cheap and open soon, but we're electing to not do that in an attempt to build something better and more sustainable and longer lasting.
Right. Right.
But third version of this is that, which is kind of cool, which is just understanding there's an expiration date on everything, and you're okay with that, and like you just effectively respect and honor that impermanence.
Yeah.
And don't expect too much out of these things.
Yeah, make it beautiful. But you think about like the Zen, like the gardens, right? Where you like, there's an entire art form that is like these monks will come in and they'll have their colored sand and stuff, and they will do these incredible like days of work making these incredible things, and then wipe them away. That's it. It's like that's the whole thing. It's like insane, but it makes sense if you look at the culture there and even like the religious, what I would call it religious. I guess what we would consider religion, but it's really more a philosophical, like the Zen and the kind of the way that developed. You see it. I mean, the impermanence, the cyclical nature of things. It's pretty awesome to culturally appreciate how we all have come about.
Yeah, which I think in application in tabletop is interesting as well. I think there's a desire for at least expandable games to have permanent life.
Yeah.
And I'm getting, over the past 15, 20 years, start to understand that most games come and go in 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 15 years, whatever it is. And even if they don't go, your active involvement and or playing experience of those games does for a lot of people.
And publisher support.
Yeah, and players come and go. Both actually literally and just interest in the game wanes or whatever. So you just slowly over time start to enjoy the moment when it's there, and then
don't hold on.
Yeah.
Let things go when it's time,
It's tough.
You want to play some Ashes?
I do.